What's going on, Jets fans? Welcome into NYJ Today. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down my 7th video in the Keys to Success series. We're going to be talking all about Zach Wilson's development in the 2021 season. I firmly believe that the Jets have done a great job of building a wall and adding weapons for Wilson for this rookie season that he's about to take on. And really, all that's left to be done is for the New York Jets coaching staff to guide this kid through the ups and downs that come with a rookie season. Let's get after it. Before we get into the video, I just want to remind everybody that we are giving away a signed Wayne Corbett mini helmet. We're going to give that away once we reach 1,000 subscribers. So if you have not subscribed to the channel and you're enjoying the content, please go ahead and support the channel and also give yourself a shot at this pretty sweet prize. Would mean the world to us. And again, this is our way of thanking you guys again for all of the support over the last 6 months. Don't forget, we also host a live stream every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Feel free to leave us a voicemail for the podcast and for that stream. You can leave your Jets take, your Jets questions, whatever it may be that you want to discuss about the New York Jets. It's kind of our way of interacting with you guys, and we really do truly enjoy that part of the podcast. To start this video off, we're going to talk a little bit about Patrick Mahomes. And no, I'm not comparing Zach Wilson to Patrick Mahomes, but what I am going to do is draw a parallel between Patrick Mahomes' success that he's already had and that he's going to continue to have in the NFL because of what's around him at Kansas City. You think about great coaching. He's got Andy Reid, one of the great head coaches probably of all time in NFL history. And even if you just forget about him as a head coach, he's a wonderful play caller, great offensive mind, great guy to teach a young quarterback how to be one in the NFL. And so just looking at the coaching he's had has been tremendous. When you take a look at what's around Patrick Mahomes, you've got Tyreek Hill, absolute burner on the outside at wide receiver. You've got Travis Kelce at the tight end spot. And they've drafted Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the first round. They've drafted Mecole Hardman, a wide receiver, in the first round. And just this offseason, and again, Patrick Mahomes is not a rookie. You know, he's entering, I believe, his 4th year in the NFL. And they're just continuously adding more pieces to the offense to surround him. And I think that's the thing that I want to make sure that everybody understands here. Developing a quarterback is not just going to happen in the first, year or two. This is an ongoing process for the New York Jets for years. They have to continue to develop Zach Wilson, not just this year, but moving forward. And so what I'm talking about is the Kansas City Chiefs, they got their butts kicked in the Super Bowl by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it wasn't really Tom Brady winning the Super Bowl. It was the fact that the Kansas City Chiefs couldn't protect Patrick Mahomes. And so what did they do this offseason? They drafted Creed Humphrey. They drafted Trey Smith, a guard. They signed Joe Thuney, another guard. They traded for Orlando Brown Jr., an offensive tackle for him. So again, I just want to make sure everybody understands coaching really, really matters for a quarterback's development and success. And it also matters to have a great supporting cast around your young quarterback so that they can have success and so that they can develop appropriately in the first few seasons in the NFL. This team is going to lift you up, not the other way around. You feel me? Those were the words that Robert Saleh used when he called Zach Wilson on draft night after they had just made him the number 2 overall pick. And I don't think that those were just, words that he thought of in the moment when he was on the phone. I think that was very carefully planned by Robert Saleh. He knew what he was going to say to Zach Wilson that night. And he couldn't have picked better words, in my opinion. I think that hearing that, as Jets fans, we should all collectively breathe a sigh of relief that this guy gets it. Joe Douglas, he gets it. The Jets need to support Zach Wilson for the next couple of seasons so that he can develop. And it's not going to be just on Zach Wilson to lift this franchise up. It's going to be the collective Jets team and organization. And again, Robert Saleh being the head coach, the head man for this team, it's wonderful to know that he understands that. One of my favorite things to discuss this offseason has been the hiring of offensive coordinator Mike LaFleur. Although he is a first-time play caller and a first-time offensive coordinator, this is a very, very hot candidate. He's learned from some really, really great minds in the NFL has fallen from a coaching tree that includes Kyle Shanahan and his brother, who is the head coach of the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, the 49ers, they were blocking teams from even interviewing this guy. They didn't want him to leave the building. So it just speaks volumes to what they believe he can become and what he can do on a coaching staff in the NFL. And so when we're talking about the development of Zach Wilson, I feel like it begins with this offensive coordinator who's bringing in the wide zone scheme, it was coined by Robert Saleh as the greatest offensive scheme in the world. And although that's an exaggeration, the point here is that this scheme puts players in the best position to be successful. And I really feel like Zach Wilson, prior to the draft, he came out and he said, I want to play in the Kyle Shanahan scheme. And we didn't know how the draft was going to shake out at that time, so he didn't know anything. He didn't know he was going to be a New York Jet. He didn't know if he'd be a San Francisco 49er, but he knew that this scheme would fit his skill set. And so when we're talking about development, we also need to mention the rushing attack. The running game is going to be massively better than what it's been the last few years, guys. Mekhi Becton, Elijah-Vera Tucker. We just added Morgan Moses. I still believe strongly that Connor McGovern is in for a upgrade or for a rebound season. So our offensive line has the horses. It has the oxes to get the job done. And I feel like if we get the running game going, it's going to allow Zach Wilson to have even more success on top of the coaching that he's already going to be getting, which I think is outstanding. And when you're talking about the architect, the mastermind, the man that we all have a man crush on, Joe Douglas has done a tremendous job of building the team around Zach Wilson for not only this year, but the foreseeable future. And for right now, I'm just going to discuss the current team that we have. He added weapons. He added protection. Alijah-Vera Tucker was the best guard in the NFL draft. And guess what? Our biggest need outside of quarterback and pass rusher absolutely was interior offensive line. So he addressed that need by getting the best guard in the draft. And I don't think that it can be, downplayed. That was a tremendous move. Using the third round picks to move up in the first round to land that guy, that was a big, big time move. And so you have Becton and Alijah-Vera Tucker on the left side for the foreseeable future. We're hoping for a very, very long time. You also add in players like Keelan Cole. I don't think it should be scoffed at. That guy, getting him for the price that they did, for the ability that he has, which is, he can play specials, he can play in the slot, he can play on the outside. He's a very versatile piece. He's going to help this offense. He's going to help Zach Wilson. And he's going to make life easy for him. He's going to go up and get the ball. Retaining Crowder, getting him to take a pay cut. Massive move. Another weapon for Zach Wilson that, we're not cutting him. We're not trading him away. We're keeping him in-house to help Zach Wilson in year one. Corey Davis, the big free agent signing for the offense. I believe he is going to be a borderline 1,000-yard receiver this year. He's the veteran of the group aside from Jamison Crowder. He is the outside guy, I believe, that's going to have the best season. Corey Davis to the New York Jets. He is going to make Zach Wilson's life very, very easy. He's going to be tremendous, making big, big plays down the field, intermediate. And I believe he's a bit better, with the ball in his hands after the catch than most people give him credit for. Michael Carter in the draft. Elijah Moore in the draft. Elijah Moore and Michael Carter, explosive players. Very, very elusive. They're going to make big plays, where Zach Wilson, he's not going to really need to make some tremendous throw to get the ball in the hands of these guys. So just having these weapons all around him, Denzel Mims, who we drafted in the 2020 draft, Mekhi Becton, who we drafted in the 2020 draft. It's so fun to look back now and see the foundation that Douglas was laying in the 2020 draft, and now seeing what he's done in the 21 draft and in the 21 offseason. He just continues to add more and more pieces to the offense. And that's why I started this video with the Patrick Mahomes reference. The Kansas City Chiefs just continue to stockpile pieces around Patrick Mahomes so that he can continue to have tremendous success moving forward. And so I talked about it earlier. Moving forward, The New York Jets have 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, a third-round pick, 2 fourth-round picks in the draft, and they have the third most cap space, projected to be the third most cap space in the entire National Football League. So the 2 off seasons that we have, as Jets fans, we've enjoyed. We really believe in these draft classes and the moves that he's making in free agency. He's going to get to do it again in the 22 off season. So this is where I want to end the video. The development it's not going to end after this season's over. It's going to continue into the next off season and into the 22 season. The New York Jets are building something special here. I really believe that. And they're building something special to help elevate Zach Wilson. The New York Jets are going to elevate Zach Wilson to new heights, not the other way around. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I would love to hear your takes on the development of Zach Wilson. What do you think are some of the most important moves that the Jets have already made and will make in the future to ensure that he is a franchise quarterback that leads us to the promised land? That's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching NYJ Today. Guys, if you could do me a favor and jet up the like button on this video, and if you're new here and you've enjoyed the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for your support, guys. Go Jets, and I'll see you guys next time.